Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown presents Local Love Monday.
Holy
That's
shit.
right. Brought to you by Full Circle Group. Our boys over at Full Circle Group, Alberto Aguirre and Fabio Ortega. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing in real estate, put your trust in Full Circle Group. Joining us today on Local Love Mondays, we got some Tom Tongs joining us today, boys. We have a sponsor of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman from the Mycowave Network, El Compa Carl D, and the homie Wine. Look at them guys, bro. Welcome back, bro. Look at that shit. You guys look good on that couch, man.
I've been trying to buy that shirt off of Wham for a little while, man.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves, boys. Tell us about yourselves individually and then as the Mycowave Network. Why? Go ahead and go first.
Yeah, so my name is Y, and I'm a co-founder of Mycowave Network, and I also am owner of the Asian Bistro here in San Diego.
Asian
shit, no
Bistro.
way.
Yep.
I've ate there before.
Sir, you've eaten everywhere. Let's be
That's
real.
fair.
Let's be real.
That's fair.
Yeah, clear your throat, bro. You got some important things to say today.
My name is Carl D. I am also a co-founder of Mycowave Network, and a background of mine is that I was actually in the biotech pharma for 8 years, and then I started this business with Y over here because I do believe in the power of mushrooms, and also I am the director of education at SD Myco. Shout out to SD Myco because they want to make sure that you guys are aware of the different mushrooms that are within our community and also all over the world.
Very nice, bro.
Yeah.
I can already see who we're going to turn to for the educational answers on the episode. Not you, Albert. Not you, Albert. Boys,
Well
thank
read.
you very much for coming back in. We've had you guys in the past, and now we wanted to delve a little bit deeper. One, thank you very much for being on here. Thank you very much for being sponsors of the podcast. We are very grateful. I have had nothing but great results using your product. Real talk. Real talk. I have used the Sunny tincture in the morning just as is. Wow was telling me that the best way to use it is to blend it in with a coffee or a pre-workout of some sorts because it amplifies it and just takes it to the next level.
That's the best way to do it?
That's what he was telling me.
There's different ways you can use it, but I mean, I use the Sunny before my games, before my workouts in the morning, and or just like if I'm like crashing down. Normally, I really don't crash down that's much. But before the game, before my workout, taking 2 drops of the Sunny, I'll mix it with pre-workout. I don't really drink energy drinks, but coffee from time to time. But since taking the Sunny, I really don't drink coffee as much. It's been helping out. But if you want that extra boost and that, that energy, with
Yes,
coffee, it's going to lock you in for sure.
Very nice. I also use the Luna. When I started using the Luna a couple of months ago, and then I started noticing that, yes, my sleep, I jumped into it really fast. I feel like my body just disconnected from everything that was going on around me, and I fell into a deeper sleep. And I know I'm in a deeper sleep because my dreams became more vivid. I felt that my dreams were I felt more involved in my dreams. I felt like I became a player one in my dreams. I had the ability to do things in my dreams, dog. It was crazy. It was nuts. So the Luna definitely helps. Both of these products definitely help. So thank you guys for coming on, sponsoring the podcast. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Carl D.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, I just want to start off by saying thank you guys for having us because you guys are hilarious and you guys are very impactful in the community, especially in San Diego, bro. Like, emo, bro, you guys got the vibe right. You know what I mean?
I heard
like,
hilarious.
He said hilarious.
I heard hilarious, and right there, I was
you
sold,
guys,
bro.
I was like,
I'm over here
take
saying
that,
that,
dude.
like, man, these guys are cracking me up left and right. But so like you guys mentioned Sunny and Luna, so I could go ahead and talk about the mushrooms that are involved with each tincture, so that way you guys kind of get an idea of like what is the effects, right?
What are we putting in our system?
Yeah.
Exactly.
What is going in my body, my temple?
So we got Mr. Albert here opening up the
Yeah, I'm trying
Sunny
to see what this
tincture.
looks
Check
like.
it out. Go ahead and zoom in.
Míralo.
See how it's yellow and gold?
We'd have remote zooming capabilities. we're working on it. But I can put it
That's
closer.
right.
There it is. There you go.
Take a step
The
forward.
reverse
Very nice.
zoom.
Very nice.
So our 4 products there is we got Lion's Mane, and then we also have Cordyceps. So those are the 2 main ones that we like to focus on because Lion's Mane really focuses on the nerve growth factor. As you guys might not know, there has been studies for about the past 20 years, right? Last study they did was in 2012, where they really looked into the effects of lion's mane with 50 to 80-year-old Japanese dementia patients. So they followed them for about 90 days, where they were taking the capsules, where 250 milligrams of the lion's mane was being taken every day by these older people, and they would track them by giving them these dementia test scores. And so what they noticed was that after compared to the placebo group, they were able to score higher on the dementia test scores after the 90-day study. So they were like, oh, obviously it shows some significant impression onto these older people when consuming it concurrently with their daily life. And so now the next one I'm going to get into is the cordyceps.
But wait, time out. That's
wait.
impressive,
Yes, sir.
dog.
So I have questions about that. So permanently, like, drew back some of the effects of dementia, or
let's-
just actively.
Very good question. So
Thank you.
when it comes to dementia, right, the medical field has created tests, right? There's different testing that they are doing to older people. Like, how do you know someone has dementia, right? Is like, well, obviously they're going to have to take some sort of physical test or like some sort of testing, whether it's scoring physically or they're doing like some sort of like math or English, whatever it may be that they're testing them specifically for. But then what they do is they track that, right? Like you're taking a similar type of testing. Let's say that you were doing like, I don't know, a word puzzle, right? You're like, okay, today's going to be an easy one. Tomorrow's going to be a harder one. But you're constantly challenging your cognitive health, right? Sometimes some people have apps on their phone that allows them to challenge their, brain health and stuff. So that's what they're doing with these older people, is that they're making them take the product, which is the lion's mane extract, and also the testing concurrently. So it's like you can't just give products to people and not know how it'll affect them. So how do you know someone did better than yesterday? Well, you give them a test and say, okay, can you stand up in like 10 seconds, right? Or can you repeat these words after we give you a list of them? How many can you remember? So those are the kind of testing that challenges people's cognitive ability, and then they track it and see if there's any progression.
So that's years of research involved in making these claims and saying it's beneficial in this way for you.
And
Correct.
lion's mane's a type of mushroom.
Correct.
Right. And you're
lion's
gonna have
mane-
to excuse my ignorance. I know nothing about it. So
Totally fine. The most common one is, it goes by lion's mane, but the main species is called Hericium erinaceus, right?
knew that.
Hericium sounds like Hericium actually is this hedgehog, right? Because it looks like a hedgehog. If you pull up a lion's mane mushroom picture, it looks like a white mushroom that has spikes coming out of it, right? And then you have erinaceus, which is like the little ball-like figure. So that's why Hericium erinaceus is just like a white-looking hedgehog.
We call that the berry. We have our own little white hedgehog here, the barium.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. There it is. Look at
oh
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
That grows in the wild like that?
Yeah.
Where?
I've actually seen them. So depending on which area you go to, you could see some in California in the wild, but the Hericium coloride, sorry, let me rephrase that. There's another species besides the Hericium erinaceus that is local here in San Diego. But the ones that you would see mostly grow in environments with high humidity levels and a lot of nutrients, so that way they could grow more. But
Like Florida and shit.
I would say for Florida, they definitely have a lot more of the magic ones over there.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Now, is that a world you involve yourself in as well, or is this strictly?
I would say that for me personally, I am a connoisseur. I would say that I kind of seen different kinds, but then I also educate myself on the different species and like the taxonomy, which is like the history of it, right? Because I think a lot of the times nowadays you get confused with street names versus like taxonomy names. So it's like, so how do I know exactly what am I taking, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, someone can tell me it's this name, right? Albino penis envy or whatever, but there's not really a current database that allows us to separate, well, how do you know this is that one versus that one? Because right now, what we're at is, being an SD Myco, I've learned this recently, is that there are about 3 different groups in America. There's 3 different mushroom associations that is currently trying to build one giant database. And in this giant database, there are multiple species of mushrooms that they're going to take from the wild, get it genetically analyzed, and put it on like a big taxonomy list. The problem is, like I said, is if 3 different groups are doing it, how do you know which one's right? You know what I mean? So there has to be a big effort for all of the mushroom groups and associations to kind of get together and really like, okay, let's do this one process. Because if you have multiple process, then how do you know? How do you combine?
How do you
them,
get
right?
it? Yeah.
Exactly.
Consolidate all into one.
Exactly, because that's kind of like what we're at right now. So a lot of times there's smaller groups or scientists who's like, okay, send me your samples, I'll identify it, and then it'll be on here. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's going to be people who want to capitalize onto the genetic testing. It's like, oh, well, we're going to keep all the data, and then only we're going to have to sell it if you guys want access to it. So there's also that argument, okay, do we want open source versus pay to play type thing? You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of where we're at when it comes to identifying the genetics of mushrooms.
As it relates to the product we have here on hand, the Sunny product,
Yes.
what are the primary benefits of utilizing this product?
So for Sunny, like we mentioned earlier, lion's mane has a lot of nerve growth factors. So people who are looking to help stimulate their brain. Also cordyceps. Cordyceps has been known, I don't know if you guys know this, but in the 90s, the Chinese Olympic team actually was caught using cordyceps. The Olympics team thought that they were using steroids or banned substances, but when they tested them, they found that, oh, wait a minute, they don't have steroids. They actually were just using a cordyceps tincture that was part to help enhance ATP production, oxygen consumption, and all that stuff. So,
Okay, good. So this isn't like a steroid. Like as
No.
an athlete, I can take this and
Sheesh, athlete.
like
An
as someone
athlete.
who's body's their temple
Yes.
and I'm trying to compete at a high level. This isn't
Your
gonna,
body's more of a pyramid.
Hey, he caught 3 good balls, okay?
Man.
So this is allowed. I'm allowed to take
Yes,
this.
that
It's
is
it's
correct.
it's performance enhancing, but it's not like
It's not
that.
legal.
I'm curious
It's not
about the
bad.
brain stimulant.
Yeah.
So, as it relates to memory, as
Yes.
it relates to just cognitive being on point,
Correct. So one of the things that are found in our brain is called nerve growth factor. So what they were looking at is that, okay, how does nerve growth factor affect our brain? Well, if you are helping increase the stimulation of nerve growth factor synthesis, guess what? Now you're going to see more connections of our nerve growth compared to, well, we all know as we get older that our cells degrade over time. We cannot prevent that. That's like a fact. But what we notice is we can help stimulate it to make sure that it doesn't degrade at that factor. So what we're doing is we're helping give supplements to ensure that it doesn't degrade at that, normal rate.
fuck, dude, the
I've got all the questions, dog.
candle, bro.
So like when you say made from 100% fruiting body,
Yes.
like I have a body. I'm not sure if fruiting is, but fruiting. What does that mean?
Give it to him.
That's a very great question, sir. So
Dude, I'm 2 for 2 on great
Yeah.
questions.
No,
If anybody at home is keeping track,
No one is keeping
I'm
track.
2 for 2 on great
The only thing I've
questions,
noticed is that
dude.
Carl D is very kind to you, bro.
I like
Carl D's being very kind to you, bro.
so check it out.
How's this mic coming in, Barry? We good?
We good?
It's good. You can hold it a little bit closer, but I turned you
I'll
up.
call it closer. Perfect. Thank you. So you guys might not know that there are mushroom products out there that uses mycelial biomass. You can quote me on that. Mycelial biomass.
I knew that.
If
Yeah.
there are ingredients that are part of the mushroom products, they actually do not use the fruiting body. So what is the fruiting body? The fruiting body is what grows from the mycelium. The mycelium you could think of as the root system of the mushroom. That's kind of like what's underground, what you don't usually see. So the fruiting body is what helps release the spores, and it has most of the nutrients, and that's what people for thousands of years have been eating. No one really back in the day would be like, oh, you know what, let me dig up what's underneath the mushroom and eat that stuff. You know what I mean? So fruiting bodies are what farmers, foragers actually collect, right? And that's what they sell in the market. But right now, because of the fact that science has allowed us to progress in such a fast manner that we can mass produce mushroom products, well, what they're doing is they're going to inoculate, which means that they take parts of a mushroom, whether it's the cell culture or liquid culture, and then they put that into a grain-like substance. So let's say oats, right? That's an edible grain. And any type of grain substance that humans are allowed to consume. What they'll do is they'll grow that on the grains and stuff, and then once it becomes myceliated, which means that the the mushroom spores is spreading, they grind that up and then turn it into powder, and then they put it in your products. So you're not actually using mushroom because you're using stuff that is like before the mushroom. If you look at the life cycle of a mushroom, it starts with, the spores being released into the nature. There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Barry. And you could see the mycelium is right after the hyphae. So once the spores germinate the substrate, you could see the network like spreading. So that's the mycelium is to help increase the nutrients, the like whether it's bioavailable, what is it called? Like carbon sources, right? And also water and whatnot. And then that's why it has high in nutrients, because that's where all the good stuff go into. But the fruiting body is actually where all of it is meant to grow.
You are a wealth of knowledge in the myco world, bro.
Yes, sir.
How long have you been studying or been involved in this?
For me personally, I've been a microbiologist for about 9 years now. I've always learned and understood the different mechanisms of actions when it comes to the different types of cellular level, the microscopic level. And for me, mushroom allowed me to use it as, kind of like for passion, right? I was working in biotech pharma for 8 years, understanding like, okay, we make vaccines and stuff. But you know what I learned about mushrooms when I started really going into it and learning more about it, it actually helped more people, because we've been doing this for mushrooms have been used for thousands of years. So about 2 years ago was when I made the decision where I was like, okay, I don't think that biotech pharma is it for me anymore. I'll really look into learning how we could help people nourish the world by providing these type of, supplements and nutrients to others.
That's a shift from what you were doing then, completely.
Yes, sir.
All in.
Hell yeah. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Much love.
Very nice. Tell us a little bit about Luna and the breakdown of Luna.
Perfect. So we got Luna. We have two of our main mushrooms that most myco enthusiasts should be aware of. We have chaga and reishi.
Chaga. I've heard of chaga.
Chaga.
Yeah, I actually saw chaga in Puerto Rico at a restaurant. It was pretty sick. Like I've seen more chaga and reishi in the wild, but chaga, one of the best benefits of it, as you guys can see, is it helps reduce stress levels.
Good.
And chaga has been known to help with like reducing inflammation. In Russia, they've been using it.
Can we do a chaga bath for Albert? I want to dip Albert in a chaga bath
from a mile away.
My boy is inflamed.
Right, just in this general area.
Put his ankles in there too while you're at it.
Do what do you mean? I have good ankles. Neither here nor there. Sorry about that, bro.
Nah,
He's an
you're
asshole.
Chaga.
Get some Luna right now, dude.
Next one is reishi. That is actually one of my favorite mushrooms. That reishi mushroom comes in two forms. So like you're like, what? How do mushrooms change its shape, right? You're like, I thought mushrooms should have one shape. It looks like a mushroom. But if you look at reishi, it actually has two forms. The conch form, which looks like a shelf, and the antler form, which looks like horns, right? And so if you change just the CO2 levels of the reishi mushroom, it will create the horn form. But then the conch form is how it naturally grows. So now in Japan and China, when they're mass producing reishi, these guys have found a way to make it do both. They're like, we'll make it grow like an antler and it'll spread like a shelf.
Hybrid.
Hybrid.
Oh, yeah. This was good.
Yep,
Oh,
check it out. So right now, as you guys can see, those ones are the regular one, the conch form. But the antler form, a lot of myco enthusiasts do art with it, right?
Okay.
Because you could literally
There's the
shape
antler
it the
form
way
right
you
there.
want. Yep. So like you could see some artists actually train the reishi to grow a certain way just by changing the light source. So they can make it go left, right, up, down.
Myco
right.
whisperers.
Yeah.
You're hella smart, huh?
I'm
That's
the director
wild,
of
bro. Holy
education for
shit,
SD Myco,
dude.
sir.
That's
You're
intense,
mad
bro.
smart right now, dude. I've
Tell us
caught
about SD
one out of
wicked
every 3
smart.
words, and I'm here for it, dude. This is amazing, dude.
SD Myco.
Yes, sir.
What is that all about?
So SD Myco was founded by one of the microbiologists that actually inspired me to do microbiology. He came into my class one year and he was like, yo, there's like 6 different microbes you guys should know about. I was like, why should we care about it? Well, one of them he stated was like, okay, this organism can move mountains. I was like, no way, you're crazy. You're telling me that a bunch of bacteria in the ground can move mountains? I was like, yeah, you're tripping, right? And then so later on, I found out that like he started SD Myco. He actually created it in the 90s. And I've met a lot of great people in SD Myco who's been in the mycology game for like over 20 years. I even met like the owner of Old Mushroom, Steve Farrar, and he told me that, you know, he started his company in his garage and now they have like a freaking building in Vista that's like over 10,000 square foot and they're sending ships by the boat. Like
Just building or just making mushrooms?
mushroom products. Yeah. And then so it's like, I think that in the mushroom community is really small in San Diego. And that's the best part because a lot of people are really connected to like the sources and most people really care about like just providing products for everyone.
Look at that, bro.
So dietary supplements.
Yes, sir.
Any of these help so that I'm not overeating throughout the day? Like if I start my day off with Sunny, this is gonna, you know, kind of keep the breakfast burrito like
You know what? It does.
cravings to a minimum.
I have zero expertise, but when I was taking the Sunny, it was definitely curbing my appetite, bro. I wasn't as hungry. And I don't know if it was because I was just more hyped, more in tune with what was going on, but I was not eating as much.
Is
during the
that
morning.
a legit side effect, or is it because, you know?
I think that for our products, our main focus is more on energy, right? So why do people consume food, right? Because when you are low on energy, you want to consume food. So I think that when
Albert has very low energy.
he needs to constantly supply that
yes,
energy.
yes. Like, oh, look at this.
You're not gonna jump in on those jokes with him, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. I thought it was me and you against him. What just happened, man? Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, all right. So energy.
Yes, sir.
So as long as I take this, I'm not eating because I got a bet to win, bro.
Well, I would say you would not be eating. You know what I mean? Like a diet is what you choose to put in. So I would say taking that would help with whatever you're doing throughout the day. Focus. Let's say you're working out. So for me, there was one time when I went like on a straight clean diet and I was just fasted for probably like 18 hours and I
Yeah.
would just only have that product, not even pre-workout.
Both?
No, just
Sunny?
Luna at night, but Sunny before my workout and I wake up. And I'd say like I had to test myself and see how far I can really push myself. And I think I went through like for a whole month, I went for 3-hour sessions of just taking a Sunny. And Kiki, who's been on here too, who's a fighter, does the same thing Sunny right before, and we go train for a while. So I don't know
With just the Sunny.
we cannot make that claim that it's gonna like I guess curb your appetite.
But your experience is that it has.
it does help a little
Mine
bit because
too.
And yours too.
Yes, sir.
So we're 2 for 4.
Because you're basically taking in food. That's what it is.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay,
and it's
that
very
makes sense,
potent
yeah.
extract that you're dropping in. So it's going to help a little bit for sure.
Why are my dreams on a sick one when I have Luna drops? Why? Why?
Yeah, that means it's working well because, like I mentioned earlier, lion's mane has a nerve growth factor. So what you're doing is you're stimulating your brain
Yeah.
while you sleep. Those nerve growth factors are activating your brain, in which you're like, oh wow, like I actually feel like I'm there because of the fact that your brain is activating those while you sleep. Because if you did not notice that, then that means that maybe you have, you know, maybe it's not for you. But I would say that that's one of the main components in which why lion's mane is a really great mushroom.
I am. Perdón. Go ahead.
I got a quick question.
Yes, sir.
He said that he was scared of dreams. What is it that you're scared of? Because
I sleepwalk.
Oh, okay.
Right to the refrigerator. Right to the refrigerator. No cierto, no cierto.
I sleepwalk. So I'm scared of like, you know, everything being too vivid. I am how do I say it?
Go ahead.
I'm a big fan of the Second Amendment. So at home, I have access to all that stuff, you know. So I'm always like, fuck, if I'm sleepwalking and like I used to sleep with one, you know, in the chamber, like ready to go, and I don't do that anymore for that same reason. So if this is too vivid, am I gonna imagine like? Is it like it does?
Sir, this is not a video game.
Dude, but that's what I'm saying. Am I gonna get psychedelic?
What if it did help with your sleepwalking? What if it just calmed you
Yeah,
down?
what if
Who knows, right?
So I'm
This
all
is
in.
now I'm curious.
I'm gonna try it, dude. Like I'm gonna take these. Although Steve keeps preventing, like wanting to prevent for me to do it.
I want you to be the best version of yourself, bro.
Well, I'm trying to lose some weight, dude. We're gonna get
Yes.
there. But yeah, I want to try it because I'm curious what it'll do to my sleep. I had good sleep. I've been talking about this all morning today.
Yeah.
Like I slept well last night, so I feel fucking amazing. So if this is gonna help me sleep, then I want to be involved.
I'm on the 1 milliliter currently. So I do 2 of the half
that's 2
milliliter.
drops?
2 half milliliter drop things.
There's like a measuring.
Yeah, there's a measuring.
Okay, got it.
What is an average dose? How much is too much of a dose?
So what we like to suggest to people is by starting off with the 1 mil. Obviously, through time, your threshold for the mushroom may increase because if you're consistent with it, right? So that's why we suggest doing the 2 mils if you kind of get used to it. But obviously, there are going to be some consumers that may want to start at a higher dose because they may not feel it, or they may have a more things in their body that may prevent them from breaking it down or metabolizing. I'm not saying people with higher BMI may need more. But I'm just saying that I would like people.
Why would that camera go to me? What the fuck is going on right now, dude?
Capital BMI.
Jesus
No, but
Christ.
like we were suggesting is, we want to make sure that people are taking it in the right dosage, but we also want to make sure that, people are taking the right amounts. We're more than welcome to, answer any individual
2
questions.
milliliters.
Yeah.
Too much?
2 mils is the suggested dosage.
Really?
It says 1 to
shit.
2, right?
That's what I've been using.
I've never gone to 2 milliliters yet,
here's
bro.
my play tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna hit the Nespresso.
Don't snort it.
No. I don't think you can snort liquids.
I've seen you snort some shit.
He's never seen me do any of that stuff. So I'm gonna get down there. I'm gonna throw a milliliter of this into my coffee cup.
Yep.
I'm gonna do some of the Laird Hamilton creamer that I like, and then I'm gonna Nespresso that. That's fine. That's a good way to take it with my coffee.
Take it while you're on the Peloton, fool.
I do that. I like Peloton at night,
Night. All right.
but
good luck.
that
you can take the Sunny at night. It's not because
I'm gonna sleep through it.
yeah, because there's no caffeine. It's just
But
strictly
it gives you a shit ton of energy regardless in the morning.
No, it stimulates your brain.
just stimulates. Yeah.
It's like a clean energy. I don't know how to explain. It's not like you like chugged a Red Bull. It's like,
Yes.
if anything, it sharpens up the soft edges. Of
Barry
things.
knows, bro.
Yeah.
Barry,
I mean,
No, he's a big fan. He's been a
real
big fan
shit.
long
Like
before you guys were
Barry,
sponsors.
Barry, the last time you were on, he came on and he was just. This was his element, dog.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I
It
haven't
was a
seen
great
him
episode.
this excited since we were talking about the clapper or the penis pocket that he has.
yeah, or singing
like
cover
those
songs.
two products have really blown Barry's mind. But when it came to mushrooms, he was like, "Bro, mushrooms are aliens."
I don't believe in much, but I believe in the
spores
power
are from
of
a different
mushrooms,
planet.
for sure.
Spores, and I was like, and I started looking into it. I was like, oh man, there's like some legitimacy to what Barry's telling us. Real shit,
I'm gonna take this shit today.
as you should.
And don't be afraid of the night one either, because like the
No, I'm
dreams.
gonna stick
love
with
the
that
night
one. I'm
one.
gonna start with the night one, dude. Fuck it.
I love the
Just
night
roll
one,
the
bro.
dice.
I love the
I'm
night
gonna put
one.
everything in the safe tonight, and then I'm gonna take
Yeah.
this, dude.
And like a big question I always get is like, was this gonna work like taking an edible before bed? Like, I don't smoke weed, I don't want to do this. I'm like, no, it's not like that, because I do both. So I can tell you, it's like, this doesn't help you get to sleep, but once you are asleep, I feel
Shows
like
your pretty face.
So I want to take
let me
this
see.
with
Look, you gotta show. Look
coffee.
at
dude. I can't
Look
do
at
it.
for the
This
morning.
is what I'm afraid of seeing in my dream if I take too much Luna.
Dude, I agree with that.
That's exactly my fear of ODing on Luna.
I hate this camera, dude.
I love you.
Yo, all right. So I'm taking this with coffee in the morning.
Yes.
What am I taking this at night with?
Nothing, bro. Just like that. It's the last thing you take before you go to
Is
sleep.
it yucky though?
Not at all.
It's got a bitter taste.
Bitter like
It's
how?
derived with
Do you-
alcohol, right?
Do you drink tea?
No, not really.
okay.
Tea's nuts.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck
would
are we
say
doing
I
right
would
now,
say
dude?
I would say tea is a really good way, or smoothies, right?
I could drink a smoothie.
Yeah, or if you have juice like orange juice,
Okay. Okay.
whatever you have. Like
Too much
you
sugar and juice.
Put
so
it-
that's a,
Just put it in your mouth, fool.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Stick it under the
You put
tongue.
it
You
in
don't
your
taste it.
mouth.
Click, clack, click, clack. Do
one
1
more time?
milliliter, folks. Do 1 milliliter
That's
first.
2 clacks.
Do one right now.
One click, 2 clacks.
Do
Do
two,
one of which one?
One of each.
yeah,
No,
because
not
I've
many.
noticed.
Even
They-
it out.
they fight each other.
No, I've noticed in the tincture when you do it, like the biggest I've ever gotten is half a milliliter. So I have to do 2 fills for 1
That's not what I
milliliter.
heard.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Look into it.
How does?
Open it up. Oh my God, this is what we're doing.
Oh,
We've-
let's get his reaction when he takes it.
No, no, fuck no, don't do that because then you're gonna. Let me see.
We have an educator in the field, and we
I
have
don't have to
somebody
twist it?
learning how to
It's a
just
seal.
take the
What
cap
seal?
off.
This is a good time to
This
talk
white
about just
thing?
like how pure the product is, though. There's nothing in there
Oh,
cutting
shit,
it
my
out
bad,
like
G.
with like sweeteners
Oh, no.
or coloring or additives or anything.
Show me
Like, so that's
something.
why it's got the taste it does. It's
Yeah.
just pure.
Put it in my mouth.
Tell us a little bit of Asian bistro while we have this moment with you, Juan.
The Asian bistro.
Oh shit!
Yes, sir.
You shake it.
From Sunday to Thursday, we're open from 4
So wait,
p.m.
I just turn it?
12:30.
We're gonna get back to that because look, look,
Sorry.
my little ADD infested friend over here.
Oh, this is the thing itself. Got it.
Squeeze the dropper at the top.
Give it a little shake too.
Oh man, hopefully
never
this
give
thing
it
really
shake.
stimulates your brain activity, fool.
I don't know what I'm doing, dude.
Obviously,
I'm a Catholic.
go ahead.
Not
I
anymore.
don't know what that means, but
No, you have to squeeze it.
Squeeze it and then, oh my God, how did you get
He's
your
never
girl
used a
pregnant?
pipette
dog?
before.
dude, I literally, I've never put anything foreign
Squeeze
into
it,
my body.
squeeze it,
Yeah.
let it go.
Uh-huh.
Now pull it up.
There
Oh,
it is.
All right, there you go.
Dude, just because it's a lot, dude.
Go ahead.
That's
What does it say?
It
half a
says
milliliter.
0.50.
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
0.75.
Okay, 0.7. Okay, take it.
The whole thing?
Yes, fool.
Tell if you don't wanna
We
taste it.
measured it.
Go ahead.
Put it under the tongue, chase it with the water.
Just
You
drink
won't
it.
even Notice.
Chill.
You're unbelievable.
Wait,
How
what do I
did-
do? Oh, wait, it
do-
went away. Oh, no, it's back.
do-
How
do
is
it out the
somebody so
water.
I just-
heavy,
I-
afraid to put things in their mouth, fool?
It's usually food.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
usually
dog.
from taco shops, dog.
Jesus Christ. Boom. All of it. There you go. Do it again. So get another one. See, you don't need to wash it down with anything.
That's not bad.
No, it's not at all.
see?
Yo, you're a bitch. Without due respect, Barry, this
I'm
is
trying to
fucking- this
warn
is
you.
Good,
It's got a
dude.
bitter taste. That's
Yeah,
Nah, this
it's
isn't
fine.
bad.
It's absolutely fine. Do another one. Get to your level. 0.75 ain't the move, dog.
No?
You got to get at least one.
Take 2 milliliters.
There, boom, perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
Another
That's fine right there.
You guys are good with this?
Yeah, I take sometimes.
I can
take
drive
4.
home after this?
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
Dude, Wyatt drinks a whole tincture at once. He just pounds it. Can you overdose on these mushrooms? What is the negative effect of drinking too much?
So as
Yo,
you
this
know,
is bomb.
As you know, that our product is made out of alcohol, so it's pretty much 2
What
ounces of alcohol.
That's a
You just
shot
took a
at the
shot.
Elwood
So don't drive.
for $6.
So don't drive. If you drink the whole
take
thing.
the whole thing, yeah, don't drive. I would suggest.
Even in the morning?
No, the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing.
That's
the whole thing.
We never suggest anyone to take the whole thing all at once. Because
Pause. No
you know,
Diddy.
Jesus.
My
we
bad.
definitely
This was a mistake.
He's too sharp. He's too sharp.
4K.
Look how little my legs are, dude. Holy shit.
There's no hallucinogenic in there, fool.
There's no.
But that brings up a valid question.
Yes.
The hallucinogenic portion of the mushrooms. One, they're illegal, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So we don't offer that. That's
We're
not a
not
service
illegal.
we have or anything. But if I wish to come across a chocolate bar,
Some in the fridge.
how much do
Allegedly.
we have to take to get a legit feel? How much is too much? What happens if I have too much? Because I've had too much one time.
That's true. So it was suggested that microdoses are suggested at less than 1 gram. Most people start at about 0.3 to 0.5 grams. So that's about 300 to 500 milligrams of mushroom products for the magic ones or the psychedelic stuff. Anything above 3.5, you're expected to have more of the visuals, or that's kind of like where people say, oh, that's where you see the journey, right? Like the people who's like, I'm ready to see God.
What's
type
the
thing.
Coachella dose? That's what
The
we're
Coachella
asking.
dose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like anything 3.5 and above is definitely I'm trying to see the Coachella sets where I think that I'm part of the stage, right? You know what I
wow.
mean? So,
Trying to
but
talk to the devil.
anything less than that, you want to spread out. I don't know if you probably heard of the term microdosing. So people want to have smaller bits so that way they're not experiencing the full blown out, experience, because what mushroom does, the psilocybin and the other parts of the magic mushroom is that what it does is it helps upregulate your serotonin, right? So what does serotonin do? Serotonin actually helps with, your mood and like all the good stuff that you see. So people, when they are under the influence, what they start seeing is visual things that, like, whether it's wavy or whether it's like they start seeing that the room is alive or breathing. That's because of the serotonin receptors being activated, and they're kind of seeing the little things in between. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. But I look forward to finding out, bro. That's
Hell yeah.
crazy.
So this right now, these are the two
Yes,
the
sir.
2 products that we're doing.
Yes.
What's next? How else? Because now I'm sold. Because I can see through you right now, dog. This is amazing.
So we actually just partnered up with Wind and Sea Coffee. So we're gonna have a mushroom coffee blend. So
Boom.
basically, we have 3 products that's gonna be coffee bean infused with mushrooms.
Where I get those at?
It's gonna be listed on our website pretty soon here,
Hell yeah.
mycowave.net.
And as a sponsor, we'll have some next week.
Yes.
Microwave
have all that
dot
ready.
network.
Mycowave.network.
Riddle me this.
Oof.
We are part of a social club, the Emo Brown Social Club,
Correct.
where we partner with the people that are in our circle, and we like to give back to these members. Is there an opportunity in the future where we can have a certain discount if they say Emo Brown at checkout
Yep,
or
30%.
something on that?
How much?
30%. 30%.
Say
Emo
what?
Brown checkout on the website.
I'm taking
Emo
these for
Brown,
100%.
one word at the checkout, 30% off,
at
just
that.
like that, dog.
Thank you guys.
Just like that.
How long before sleep should I take this tonight?
Right when you go to sleep, bro. That's when it's
Motherfucker, when I'm asleep, I'm asleep. I'm saying how
right
much
before you go to sleep. Like the last thing
I
you
don't-
should do.
Or you could do it right, like when you have a meal, right? Like before you brush your teeth, or you brush your teeth. It doesn't matter. Just you could take it at the evening.
Doesn't take
When-
as
when
long.
you-
Small
when
meal,
you're-
motherfucker. All right, a small meal.
I thought he was gonna go with the brush.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying to figure out which route we were going with that. Small brush.
I'm proud of you, man.
Proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
No,
I'm proud of us. Let's take this moment to also learn a little bit more about Wow's other business. Tell us about Asian Bistro, my guy.
So on Sunday through Thursday, we're open from 4 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. And then Friday, Saturday, we are open from 4 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. We used to be open till 3 a.m. every day, but since COVID, it kind of changed, I'd say, a lot of things. And so that's kind of our hours now. And
What do you specialize in?
it's Thai food, but we mainly, I'd say Asian fusion, but mainly Thai for sure.
Located where? I'm sorry?
It's in Hillcrest, located at the address of 414 University Avenue, right underneath the big Golden Dragon neon lights.
I know where that is.
Bomb.
I
I
know
tried
where
to
that
sell
is.
them Cintas back in the day.
There it is. Look at that. How long is
Did
this?
you?
Yeah. Like-
You're a rep that came in?
I used to be, yeah, back in the day.
You got
I,
fired
I
for
might have
stealing
met with you
towels.
actually.
So what year was it?
2000, what's now? 2020, so probably like 2020, 2021.
No, I swear, I'm pretty sure
I'm sure it was you, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, their website is sick.
Look at that.
No,
hey,
that's-
when are we going there, dude?
Dude, it's
So,
bomb, bro.
You guys are coming anytime.
I'm having dinner there tonight.
We gotta get the emo brown.
My daughter wants Thai food tonight, dog.
Text me. I got y'all.
Look
Nah,
at
no
that,
worries,
man.
We're happy to support.
Thank you very much.
Super stoked.
We're honored and legitimately humbled that you guys are down to go on this journey with us on the podcast and be sponsors, bro. We'll do our best to always keep the the positivity flowing on our end, bro. But we're excited to be on this journey with you guys. I'm in, man.
I'm taking them.
I legit had nothing but positive experiences trying this Luna and Sunny. Real shit. I look forward to bridging the gap into the magical kingdom
I'm ready for that
of
coffee,
Myco.
bro. I'm
Oh
ready for
yeah,
that
I'm
coffee. Fuck
excited to
yeah.
bring this all over to you guys, and as well as you guys sponsor us. Like it's we're so thankful for you guys having us, and also just even considering us as a sponsor. It's a blessing. We never thought we'd get here, but we're here now. So
Look at that, bro. Barry, end it there before Albert says some dumb shit. Big fans of all the things you do. Mycowave Network, mycowave.network. Go on the website, type in Emo Brown, get 30%. See you guys on the other side of the moon.